After evolution of humans, we have changed the land cover of the planet Earth. Wildlife means species of animals living in their natural habitats and not domesticated by humans. Wildlife is found in almost all grasslands, plains, rainforests, ecosystems, deserts, etc. It maintains stability in our environment and is involved in natural processes both directly and indirectly. So, living organisms found in the forest region are also considered wildlife. Every living organism plays a crucial role in the food chain, producer, consumer, or decomposer. All these roles are interconnected and dependent on each other for survival. Some of the primary reasons that led to wildlife destruction are the increase in demand for meat leads to hunting, deforestation leads to scarcity of food and space, and natural disasters like floods, earthquakes causing wildlife destruction. In India, we have a diversity of wildlife. It is a hub of variety of animals. The ecosystem of India ranges from northern Himalayas to the evergreen rainforest of the south, the western Ghats of the west to the marshy mangroves of the east. The national animal of India, the tiger, is found in various parts. Various national parks and sanctuaries have been set up to save tigers. Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, I thank you for giving me this opportunity. This address by the President is well drafted, well documented, and well intentioned. It is not a hazy illusion but rather a document in reality. What is the thinking of the government? What is the government doing? They are contained in this address. Our Prime Minister wants to transform this country into a strong, educated, and modern country. With this aim in view, he wants to harness science and technology and other techniques. Now, some of the members from the opposition said that what is the need of repeating the word socialism and secularism, etc. If you have to practice all good things, you have to repeat them. A Hindu goes to mandir so many times, a Muslim repeats namaz 5 times a day, and the Christian goes to the church. The reason is that he should do those things. So, with that in view, we have to remind the people about socialism, about the secularism. Now, the vision of this government was the vision of Mahatma Gandhi, vision of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and of late Srimati Indira Gandhi. We want to continue on the same path shown by these great leaders. Now, some of the members from the opposition pointed out there is a contradiction in our foreign policy statement regarding United States of America. Actually, there is no contradiction. We are a non-aligned nation and we have to maintain a balance. If we want to be very friendly with one bloc, we have to be friendly with other bloc also. No doubt we have the friendship with Soviet Russia and there is a long paragraph on that. Since we are the leader of the non-aligned nations, we also have to improve relations with United States. We are having this budget in the third year of the third 5-year plan. That is to say, this is the 13th budget under planning. But added to this is the emergency today, which naturally has an impact on the economic policies and in particular on the budget proposals. It is agreed on all hands that resources should be found for the strengthening of our national defense as well as for the country's economic development. I think on the whole it is a right approach in the situation that the national defense and economic development should go hand in hand. Indeed, we cannot have a strong, self-reliant defense potential in our country either now or in the future or in any future at all without having a, a strong economic base, especially industrial base. For without a strong industrial base, you cannot have modern defense in the world today. Therefore, on the whole, it is a right approach and I think we all should stick to this approach instead of trying to counterpoise one against the other. Therefore, on that score, there is not any controversy whatsoever, but there is ground for controversy when you come to the budget proposals. The tragedy of the present budget is that it heavily penalizes the patriotism. It seems that those who have formulated the budget have taken into their hands that the legitimate sentiments of the people for strengthening the defense of the country as well we stand for strengthening the defense of our country could be exploited in a manner which is in a large measure against the interest of the people as well as against the interest of the defense economy. I wish to make it clear that defense has two sides, weapons and equipment.